Welcome to Tap the Good Spiritual Counseling and Transformational Coaching Services. I'm your host, Dr. Jacinta Simeona Morrnah'S. In this session, we are going to use the Simeona's Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. This is the original Hawaiian prayer, and we are going to use it to resolve conflict. If you have a conflict with a group of people, other people, and maybe you're going to court and you may have to go through a law case and you're dealing with very disturbing people, this session is for you. You're going to use it today, and then when you're having a shower, you're also going to use it. You're going to remember these words. Now let's go right into it. To begin, you cannot resolve conflict with anyone, because in the other people you can't change anyone. So you have to retrieve your focus from the people who you believe are creating the havoc in your life and focus on your feelings towards them. And that's how Hooponopono works. When you resolve how you feel, your attachment, your resonance, your acceptance, the root cause within you that firstly attracted this conflict, the conflict in your system, and your feelings, emotions, and interpretations, definitions of this conflict, then it will dissolve. It will no longer be part of your consciousness. And then it will remain in theirs, but slowly, because you will no longer be available for this conflict to affect you, because you've detached from it, it will fall. Things will start resolving themselves. And that's how Hooponopono works. You forgive yourself, you let go, and the problem automatically dissolves. If you believe, nothing is impossible. All right, so let's begin the prayer, which I will actually include in the comments in the description of this video. Take a deep breath. Okay. Now bring forth all the emotions you feel about these people. How you've defined yourself. Maybe you could even write them down. How have you defined yourself? Have you concluded that you're a failure, that you're cursed, that God doesn't love you? How have you concluded yourself to be? What have you concluded about yourself? What conclusions have you made about yourself because of this conflict? Write them down. Conclusions about yourself. Pause the video and write these down on a piece of paper. All of them. Leave nothing behind. Then 2, how do you feel about these conclusions you have made about yourself? So let's imagine you said you are unlucky. And how does that make you feel? Sad, defeated. Write these emotions on a separate piece of paper. Separate piece of paper. Write these emotions down. Okay. Next, write down how you feel about these people. Write them down. Do you think, what have you concluded about them? Have you concluded that they're horrible, they're pieces of whatever you want to call them, they're headaches, they're rude? What conclusions have you made about them? Write them down on another piece of paper, on a third piece of paper. Then, what conclusions have you made about what they did? What they did. How do you define what they did? I would say that it's horrible. How could they do that? Write it down on a fourth piece of paper. Pause the video and write everything down. Then lastly, ask yourself the question, how do you feel about this conflict? How do you feel about the conflict, the whole process? You, the conflict, and the people. Just one sentence. How do you feel about this conflict? So you could feel defeated, angry. Write down on a fourth piece of paper. So get these pieces of paper, hold them in your hands, both of them, and repeat this prayer. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, Son as one. If I, my family, relatives, and ancestors have offended you your family, relatives, and ancestors in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions from the beginning of our creation to the present. We ask for your forgiveness. And let this cleanse all this conflict, the negative emotions, all the drama from these people and my conclusions about them, the fear energy, the relationship I have with this conflict, the definitions I have created for this conflict, my attachments to the conflict, the subconscious benefits that I have for this conflict, and how I know that I have this conflict. Divine Creator, Father, Mother, God, purify, release, and cut all these negative energies and memories, blocks and vibrations, and transmute these unwanted energies of conflict and the root causes to pure light. And it is done. Thank you, Father. Thank you so much for resolving this conflict. Thank you, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, God. I see love and flow and peace. I only see you in everything, because you're the only truth and the only presence and the only permanency. Thank you, Divine Creator, Father, Mother, God. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for nullifying. Thank you for nullifying this conflict and transmuting it into love. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you. Now take a deep breath right here. Perfect. And we are done. That's it. Now, every time you're having a shower in the next couple of days, get these pieces of paper that you've written on, right? Light a candle and place the candle on top of these pieces of paper. Put that in the bathroom as you're showering. And the only statement you have to repeat as you shower is thank you for resolving this conflict. Thank you, Father. That's all. For the next 3 days. 3 days, do that. After you shower, you put out the candle. Leave the papers and the candle on top of these papers in the restroom. Now, on the 4th day before you shower, get these, burn out the candle. Okay, shower on the 4th day and let the candle burn out. And when it burns out, everything, the candle and the papers, put them in an envelope or piece of paper, tie them completely with a rubber band or tightly, and throw them in your dustbin, your garbage trash can, and it's outside the house. And you say, thank you, Father, for this is done. It's no more. Again, for the next 3 days, when you're going to have a shower, get these 3 pieces of paper on which you've written all these the conflicts, the emotions, and your definitions. Light a white candle and place it on top of these 4 papers. And then it could be a small candle. If it's a tea light candle, even better, something that would burn out easily. And then every time you're showering, just say thank you, Father, for resolving this conflict and transmuting into love and light. Thank you for this love. Thank you. Just say thank you and start visualizing that it's over. That conflict is no more. Do it for 3 days. On the 4th day, if the candle hasn't burned out, hopefully not, shower and do the same thing, and then come and look at the candle, sit down and let the candle burn out, and then get everything, the papers, the remains of the candle, put them in a plastic bag or envelope and tie it tightly, maybe put on rubber bands or tape and put it outside your house in a trash can or garbage can and says, thank you, Father, for this is no more. It's no longer in my life. Thank you. And then go back to your house and believe, trust me, that conflict will be no more. Please leave your comments and let me know how it goes. In the interim, I'm sending you abundant love from my heart to yours. Peace and blessings.